But in Israel, this act, circumcising men, had a different reason in God's sight. It was a mark of a spiritual covenant. It was a mark of something that God wanted to show who His people were. You obey me with this, God says, and I will put my spiritual mark on your life. And so really, Israel had just totally neglected to do this. And you say, what do you mean? Well, as they're in the wilderness for 40 years with Moses, they completely stopped doing this. And as God was bringing them into the promised land, it's almost as if God was saying, you know what? This is something I've called you to do. This is something I've asked you to do, but it's been overlooked for such a long time. So I want you to do this to recognize my covenant with you again, and I'm calling you into new territory. But I want you to remember what and why you're doing this. The 40 years that they had been wandering in the wilderness, they never did this, but now let's read it. In Joshua chapter 5, verse 2, it says this. At the time the Lord said to Joshua, make flint knives and circumcise the sons of Israel a second time. So Joshua made flint knives and circumcised the sons of Israel. And what God is saying, if you look at this, if you want the victory, there are some things that I've spoken that maybe need to be cut away from your life. I mean, let me ask you this question. What's hindering you from overwhelmingly being victorious in your Christian walk? What is preventing you from doing that? I mean, are there things that you would say need to be cut away?